Okay, Gun Collector 007 here with a quick watch review. And if you're like me and you watch a lot of YouTube channels, you see certain themes sometimes when you're looking at either guns, knives, or watches. And one thing that always pops up, although I never heard of it until about a month ago, is VOSTOK watches. I keep getting all these videos about these Russian-made watches, and I click on them and I watch them, and then I guess I get more videos on them because I watch those, and it's just a never-ending cycle until basically you give in and you purchase the product, whether it's the knife, the gun, or the watch. So that's what happens to me, and that's what happened with this watch. So after about a month of looking at different VOSTOK watches, there's some amazing reviews out there on their watches, and basically they're very inexpensive watches, handmade in Russia. The thing about it is they go anywhere from $75 up to $150, which is what I paid for this one, really depending on how long you want to wait for your shipping on the watch. So I paid $150 on Amazon Prime for this watch. The same watch can be purchased for $110 if you want to wait 4 or 5 weeks, which would be impossible for me to do. So I paid the extra 40 bucks. If I'm getting something, I get it right away. But anyway, I just got it, and it's a nice watch. Again, it's got a lot of hype. There's literally millions of views on different channels over this brand, especially the Amphibia model, and this one, which is the Commander model, or the Komandirskie or Komandirskie, however you pronounce it, but it's the Comrade. So this is the VOSTOK K65 automatic watch from Russia, and it's model 650546. And like I said, it was 150 bucks, and for 150 bucks for an automatic self-winding watch, that's pretty good. It's a reasonable weight. It's not too heavy. So you could tell normally, I don't know how expensive a watch is sometimes just by the feel of it. So I could definitely feel this is not a $5,000–$10,000 watch, just by holding it, and it isn't. Again, it's pretty inexpensive. So some of the features are, number one, it's self-winding automatic. So what that means is when you get the watch, the second hand that you see right there might not be moving. And you see it does have a sweeping feature, which shows you that it's an automatic watch. So that means you would unscrew this crown on the side here, and then there's 3 different positions: one to change the time, one to do the date, which is very difficult to do. I will tell you, you have to push it in and turn it out. Instead of normally you just turn the crown clockwise and that adjusts the date. So that's one of the drawbacks that I see right there. Not the only, but it's one of them. Changing the date looks, hard unless you want to just literally go around the clock all the time until you get to the correct date. But anyway, so like I said, it is automatic and self-winding. So that means when you first get it, you basically give it about 20 winds in the clockwise direction, and then once it's wound, just the movement of your hand, if you're wearing it every day, will keep it wound. If you put it away and you store it away like I do with my other automatic watches, you will have to take it out, reset the time, wind it up again manually, and then it will go on its own, all without batteries. So it's not a quartz, it is an automatic watch. It does have a date at 6 o'clock, and it is 24-hour time. So it's in military time, and you got the little red insignia there, and it says 32 joules. So this is, it's again a decent watch for the price. 32 ruby joules, not bad. The hands I haven't seen because it's daytime, but supposedly they're luminous, so you should be able to see these okay. The results said that they're pretty good. The crystal is a mineral crystal, which is okay. It probably will get scratched, but this is basically a knock-around watch. This isn't really a dress watch or anything fancy, so it's a knock-around watch. If it had a sapphire crystal, it would be a lot better, but then it would cost a lot more money. So this is what you get. On the back, I haven't even taken the tag off. It just says a whole bunch of stuff in Russian, and the band is what they call a mesh band or Milanese band. Milanese band from Italy. So that is something that I like. So we'll try it on right now. The one thing I also can't figure out is how to do an adjustment on this band. Normally, it's pretty easy to adjust the watch. Like this one here is a Rolex. If you want to adjust it, there's these little screws on the side. You just use a special tool and you take the links out. This is a vintage Bulova with a thinner Milanese band, and this has a sliding little mechanism here, so adjusting it is very, very easy. This one, I really have no idea how to do that. I might have to take it to a jeweler because there's no actual screws on this band, so I don't know how you would adjust it. But we'll slip it on. It's a little bit big, so it'll need at least one link taken out, and then it has a double clasp on it, so we'll do that again. So to open it, you flip that clasp open, you clip that into place like that, and then you push that clasp down, and then you got these little tabs on the side. So I would say it's an attractive looking watch. It's I believe it's 42 millimeters in size, so you know, it's a pretty good, certainly it's a good size watch for my hand. And with the Milanese bracelet, a mesh bracelet, it looks kind of nice. It does have a white, I guess, enamel painted bezel on it, so I don't know how long that'll hold up. But you can get this in literally hundreds of different styles. So if you wanted this watch in black instead of white, you could get orange, you could get all kinds of things. There's plenty of different options on this watch. But I'd say, you know, overall, I would give it a thumbs up for the price, especially if you got it for $110 and you were, you know, willing to wait for the time. I think it's an attractive looking watch as an everyday watch. It is supposedly waterproof, up to 660 feet, so I don't have a plan on going down 660 feet unless there was concrete tied to my feet, but so I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. You know, for me, just to go in the pool, which is as far as I'm going to go, 6-7 feet in the pool, that would be it. But I'd give it a thumbs up for the price. It's a nice watch. I mean, for something in the same price level, this is a Tissot made in Switzerland. I believe you could get this. I've had it a few years. I believe this is a knockaround watch. You could probably get this one in the few $100 range. I'm not sure. It was less than 500, so I don't know if it's 200 to 500, somewhere like that. You might be able to get that one, but you know, it's definitely a much heavier watch than the VOSTOK if you were going to compare the two. If you were going to obviously compare it to a Rolex, there's no comparison whatsoever. This Rolex weighs twice as much and, you know, costs 20 times more. And then again, even the Bulova, and this is a vintage Bulova over 50 years old, that's got a substantial weight to it. So it's not necessarily a drawback, the weight, it's just a personal opinion. The other thing about it is, which I find strange, is the crown. When you unwind this crown, if you take a look at this, it is super duper wobbly. So at first, you would definitely say, what a piece of junk, and I think this thing is broken. But they literally put a note in here saying it's supposed to be like that. It's so wobbly, it almost appears broken. The hollow crown is threaded over a thick tube, and it is designed to improve the reliability and durability of the winding mechanism. So, on purpose, they make this a wobbly crown. I've never heard of that before, you know, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how long this lasts. If I get a few years out of it, which I probably will be, and as I'll wear it infrequently as I change my watches daily, as I do with my guns and knives, you know, it should last quite a while. But I would say overall, it's a little close-up on it. Overall, it's a very attractive watch, and you know, that band, it's a nice thick band on it, the Milanese band. So I wouldn't call it heavy duty, but I'd call it, you know, average duty watch. And it's got, I don't know what the width dimensions on this, but it does, it has a nice width. And also it is a rotating bezel. I forgot about that. So it's no click on it, but it is rotating. So you can move that, and you could set it to, you know, 15, 20, however minutes you were timing something for, you can go ahead and do that. So again, I'd give it a thumbs up. I'd say it's an attractive watch for that price, and that's it. So just a quick look at my first Russian watch, VOSTOK Komandirskie, or Commander, from Russia. And there you go. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.